Michaela Renava for Nesson.com, joined by OddsShark's Justin Hartling, who, lucky for us, has some great betting advice so we know where to put our money before Saturday's fights for UFC 200. So, Justin, let's start with the big change. Cormier was a huge underdog when he was supposed to fight John Jones. Now, huge favorite against Anderson Silva. What are those lines looking like?
Well, the opening line for Cormier versus Silva, Cormier came in at minus 600. That is pretty much the polar opposite of what he was when against Jones, because Jones, he was plus 300 in that range, plus 250. So it's pretty much flip-flopped completely. Obviously, everybody expected Jones to beat Cormier pretty handily like he did in the first fight, but this is a completely different beast. Obviously, Silva coming in on about 72 hours notice.
All right, and then how about Tate versus Nunes? What are those lines looking like?
Those lines have been fairly steady, honestly, since open. Miesha Tate anywhere from a minus 300 to minus 350 favorite. She's obviously earned that distinction. Nunes can win this fight, don't get me wrong, but if Nunes is going to win it, she's going to win it early because she has a bit of a bad gas tank. She's been known for her cardio to deteriorate throughout rounds, and that's the exact opposite of Tate. Tate is a long fighter. She gets better as the fight goes on.
All right, well then would it be smart to then put my money on Nunes winning in the first round?
I think you're going to get better value if you take Nunes in the first or second than you are just taking her straight up, and she's not going to win this fight in the fourth or fifth. And we saw that with Tate against Holly Holm. She came back in the fifth after taking quite a bit of a beating through 4 rounds. So obviously, if Nunes is going to win, it's the first or the second, and you're going to get better value on that instead of just straight up.
And Lesnar versus Hunt, where should I put my money on that one?
Oh, that one's tough because you can argue obviously either way, wrestler versus grappler kind of argument. The value probably is on Lesnar. He is the plus money, and heavyweights are going to be heavyweights, so either one of these guys can win the fight. But Hunt is the favorite on this one, about minus 130, so it is a fairly close line.
All right, thanks, Justin. We will be keeping you up to date on all the latest UFC news from Las Vegas. Make sure to keep it on Nesson.com for that, and head over to OddsShark.com for all the best sports betting advice.